going on, guys? We're back for round two, or the back nine for round two of Chains on the Links. I'm Joey Lutz.
I'm Idris Garcia.
Got to thank our sponsors, Gravity. Got to thank the TD, Kevin Turner, and Oliver Burkett for doing some awesome work with the camera.
Doing a lot of walking out there.
Yeah, both Oliver and Colton, for sure.
Going into the back nine, we have Nathaniel Romans at 16 under. Aidan one stroke ahead at 17 under. Andrew Bradley at 16 under. And Joey Lutz at 14. So a tight battle heading into the back nine. We'll see what happens. It's closing time. Hole number 10, par 3, 285. Just a little bit downhill. As in severely downhill. You are just at the top of a cliff, throwing probably a sidearm down towards this basket. Not a lot of danger other than the green on the left, but it's easy not to throw a good shot here because you can saw it off into all that junk on the right, go deep into those bushes. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to not park this.
Yeah. Went a little long, but still inside the circle.
Is a good way to start the back nine there. Here comes our leader by one stroke, Mr. Aidan Scott. Throwing an overstable approach disc.
Oh, that was a good roll.
He shows us how to park it. It is Nathaniel's shot. Looks like it
into the bushes.
Drifted a little bit long into those bushes. Hopefully he's got a look. We'll see. And Andrew Bradley, our lefty from Marietta, Georgia, finds the green as well. So we will have some more putt-offs here. So Nathaniel looks to stretch out. Oh, and he's going to have to go to a flick. That's tough.
Yeah, he was buried in there.
That stinks.
And then you got about 20, 25 feet. Just long enough to miss it right.
I don't know if that's the play, Joe.
Crap.
Andrew will be next up. And he drops it in that
Just sneaks it in there.
corner pocket. Picks up his birdie. Keeping the race tight there with Aidan. Just a little bit closer. He drops in his birdie. And coupled with the front nine, he is 7 down for the round through 10 holes. A good start for him, as he has chased down Nathaniel there, who drops in his par. And
I'll move on to the next hole.
at least you're not
Frustrated with life. I'm just kidding.
Nathaniel par 2. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, hole 11, 350-foot water carry. This is a pretty tough one, especially if the wind picks up. I think we got pretty lucky with the wind. Didn't really have to deal with too much, but yep, this hole's gotten a little shorter at 350 feet. I know in years past we've played it back there at the 400-foot range, and it's definitely a lot tougher back there.
This is definitely doable for these guys. Aidan ripping a hyzer out there.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Good bounce, gives it the clap. He's happy with it. There is Andrew, who showed off a lot of power on the front nine.
Ripping over on something there.
Doing more of the same here.
Ripping on a wraith. Kind of turned it over a little bit, but honestly, if I get over the water, I'm fine.
Yeah, definitely just want to keep it safe on this one.
Give myself an inside the circle look. And then you got Nathaniel. If I can hyzer out, should be in really good shape.
He's another guy that's got a really good arm.
That was a beautiful shot. Oh, look at that line.
Nice hyzer, never approaching that tree line on the right and drifting beautifully.
Got nice check up on the hill too. It's a beautiful shot.
He will not be putting out of any bushes on this one.
Won't have to throw a sidearm unless he wants to.
I'd be impressed. Another look at it from the tee box. Just a great shot.
Nice.
Well, that one was a little longer and you made it.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on.
Good putt.
Finish. Oh, a little high, but sticks it.
Continues to find birdies out here. That is 3 in a row.
Oh, just a little left.
Pulls it a little bit. There is Oliver back there, who we give a little thank you to. And I could say it to his face. Hey, Oliver. Hole number 12. It is a 300-foot par 3. There are no golf carts in sight today. It's just over this hill. I would say the best play is probably the sidearm. I'm sure some people would throw a turnover, but you just want to drift it over that hill, land it a little bit above the basket, and skip on down.
Yeah, I mean probably the biggest hazard on this hole is if you were to yank your sidearm left and get stuck on the golf green.
Aidan goes a little high, but filters through those trees, and he will be on the green, not too far from the basket.
Gonna be hanging out in the bushes.
Landed it just a little bit close to the basket and got that skip over to the right. Oh, looks a little bit to the right as well for Nathaniel.
A little bit of an early release. Oh,
Not a bad tree.
yeah, I kept him out of the woods.
He will be looking at it from deep. This shapes nicely for Andrew. Oh, he goes a little bit deep on it.
Yeah, so you got Andrew from it's like his outside circle. Oh,
Big step putt. Looked like had the right height on it, but pulled it to the left. Just like he did on the last hole. Here's Nathaniel with a
just a little low.
shrugs it off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice comebacker there.
Yeah.
You can see the leaves rustling a little bit. Good work there. Tries to come out.
Yeah.
Great shot there from it.
And Aiden just keeps on birdieing.
Picking up steam here. 9 under on the round, and now has all of a sudden opened up a 3-stroke lead. It was really close not that long ago.
He started to take off. Hole 13, par 4, 650 feet. You got this initial pond to carry over, and you want to keep in mind on your tee shot to try to, for position, to try to get as far right as you can so that you can get around this tree line, because it definitely comes into play. This the approach shot here is a little uphill as well, so that just seems to add a little bit more distance. So we'll see how these guys do.
Yeah, I think there is a sneaky gap through all the trees if that's kind of what you leave yourself with, but the safer shot is certainly all the way around.
Yeah, if you can get out there to the right, you can give yourself a pretty easy hyzer. There is a little gap if you get close enough to that island of trees. And I just burn that one over a little bit.
Thankfully, it doesn't cut roll.
Yeah, I got lucky there that it didn't cut roll for sure. Definitely could have sent me into the water.
Is Nathaniel hanging it out there straight? Finds the middle of the fairway.
And now Andrew gets to rip on one.
Comes out just a little low. Probably.
Yeah. He looked like he was trying to play for position more on that shot than distance.
It's hanging out there pretty far on the right side, so.
Just trying to stall it out over the trees. Around the trees, I should say.
Gets around nicely. Looks like it hugged him pretty tight.
Yeah, honestly, if I can get inside the circle in this hole, I'm fine.
It's Nathaniel, and that's hugging him a little too tight.
Yeah, a little too inside there. That island does not play out of bounds, so you can. This was a tough shot.
Man, big lefty turnover. And that's doing pretty well with that shot. He's giving himself a long look. We've seen him make some of those throughout the round.
Aidan, he just threw this straight up in the air. It seemed like.
Just looked like he was a little tighter to that tree line than you'd like to be, but when you got that kind of power, what does it matter? Just throw him. Throw over him.
Just having to pitch one through the trees here. Leaving it a little short.
Just caught that last bit of hill before he was in the clear.
Oh, right.
Dropping another one in. That's a turkey. 3 in a row.
Aidan for his, 5th birdie in a row?
Yes, that is 5 in a row for Aidan. He's officially double digits on the round. 10 under, 21 under total. Oh. And it looked like Nathaniel had put himself in position to clean up the par, but he's going to drop another stroke further, and Andrew does too.
Yeah, that was just didn't focus on that one.
It's tough. I mean, you have a guy putting tons of pressure on you, pulling way out ahead after you were battling back and forth, and the pressure starts to ratchet up as we move into hole number 14. It is a par 3, 350 feet. This cart path over to the right is out of bounds, and then to the left there is a wood line with a big severe downhill slope. So those are the two things you really want to avoid. Definitely a really tough one to get.
Yeah, this is such a great par 3. I love this hole. It's so hard to get, but it just seems like it's right there.
Aidan shows you pretty much what you want to do. You just want to throw something flat that drifts over to the right just a little bit and doesn't fade out too much on the back end.
Yeah, that one came out a little low. I got a good skip. So just probably gonna be pitching that one up and move on with the par.
Yeah, these baskets on the golf tees are tough because there's not a lot of room up there.
Yeah, Nathaniel throws just a beautiful sidearm.
Wow. Rolls just off to the right, but a great shape on that. Andrew just gets a little too much turn on his.
Yeah. And if you're not careful, it can definitely carry down that hill.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully he stayed up there on the edge. And there is that pitch up from Joey. Nice and easy. Looks like Andrew does the same. Thankfully did stay on the edge there. Aidan to keep the train moving. Yes.
He just wasn't missing.
Just another great putt.
That was a great sidearm from Nathaniel. Beautiful shot. Beautiful birdie.
Yeah, I love seeing him make that putt. Cashing in on the great drive.
Tapping in some pars, moving into hole 15.
Run, Colton.
Hole 15, par 3, 340 feet. You got OB green, pin high to the left, and some trees to deal with on the right. Car path is safe, so it's a pretty straightforward sidearm. You can bend a backhand in here if you want to try. It's definitely a tougher shot, but it can be done.
Yeah, if you're going sidearm, it's nice because you can just kind of trust your angle, leave it nice and high like Aidan does, and let it fade out towards the basket. And that splash of dirt probably means he's parked.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
Put a low out of Nathaniel's hand. Oh, thankfully skips right over the green. That's a long look.
Yeah, he got that turned over a little bit. I went A5, I think is what that was, and just shorted it.
That's a long shot for an A5. That's impressive.
This hole's a little downhill. Look at that. Andrew goes, I guess it's Thunderbirding in, and he just smushed this thing.
Woo! 4.
Deep breath, Oliver's.
That made me nervous as hell.
Absolutely blasted past the hole.
Close to the tower. That.
Yeah, a little bit of a window. Oh. Almost making use of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it set. Got Andrew from
downtown.
way out.
Looked like he never really give it a chance. Just kind of stayed low on him. Nathaniel just leaves it right. Not the friendliest kick off the tree, but
Gets a little tree branch. Oof.
keeps it in. Cleans up his par. Let's stay at 17 under. And Aidan
taps in another birdie.
Another birdie.
Just the whole back nine.
Is 7 in a row.
It's ridiculous. Good.
Hole number 16, par 3, 370 feet. It's another really tough one to get. Plays pretty long for a sidearm. But it is manageable, and the backhand is just kind of a tough shape. And to get right by the basket, I'd say you're just trying to get inside the circle and give yourself a look. There is a tight tunnel with trees on the right and the left.
Yeah, there's no real OB on this hole other than, I mean, if you were to somehow throw it in the water over that hill. But Aidan with a good shot there. A good turnover.
Yeah, does a great job of controlling his angle, not burning it over.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
Flattens out right into that hillside, giving him a great backstop.
Daniel kind of came over on that one. But he should be pretty close to pin high. And he's got a good backstop, so he can run that real hard if he wants to. Got
drifting it out there. Coming in nicely onto the green.
That line.
Oh, I got that. Oh, simultaneous.
2 different ways to get there, and 2 awesome results. Here is Andrew to close us out. I'd say it shapes pretty well for a lefty.
Yeah, he threw a great shot. Just bullet straight at it.
Wow.
Almost went in.
That line.
We're going to have 3. And really cool to see all the different approaches that lead to the same result. You're all just on that hill. That's awesome. That's great.
We got Nathaniel from 40 or so.
Never quite got it up in the air.
And Aidan for yet another birdie.
Incredible close to the round so far for Aidan. Just he decided to turn on the jets in the back nine there.
Just took off.
And what was, I believe, a 1-stroke lead as we started is now 7.
Yeah, I wasn't really keeping track of scores while we were playing, but I mean, I just knew he hadn't missed a hole in like 8 or 9 holes, so I was like, there's no way. All right, so hole 17, par 4, 700 feet. You got OB on the left with the water and OB on the right with the cart path. It's just a matter of how aggressive you want to get, how much you want to bite off. Because the pin's not super close to the water, but if you're having to throw a driver into this green, you definitely can bring it into play if you skip left.
Yeah, this is one you just want to blast out there, get over that hill.
Yeah, you want to try to see if you can get yourself inside if you can get inside of 325 feet-ish, something like that, where you can throw mid-range into the screen. It's definitely better for the ground play on the approach shot.
A nice shot for Aidan. As you can see, even with a good drive, there's still a long way to go. It's a fun hole to play coming down the stretch. Challenges you to throw 2 good shots.
Yeah. Yeah, the right side cart path definitely keeps you honest as far as really trying to get over on one. I punched this one pretty good. Nice and low shot. Should get some good ground play.
He's right on up there with Aidan, a little bit further to the right. Nathaniel smoothing one out there.
Yeah, it
Looks a little tight to the left.
Yeah, a little early in it. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, caught some water.
And this is a tough look. With those trees in the way, still a long way out. Able to keep it in bounds on that shot. He was staring at that cart path.
Yeah, I think I shot this at like just under 300 feet or just at 300 feet.
It's nice. Hyzer into the green there.
Yeah, we all had some nice little hyzer shots coming in. Beautiful shot from Andrew.
Aidan going with the hyzer as well. He keeps right on up there.
Yeah, great shot.
And it doesn't look like the birdie train is getting off the tracks.
Yeah.
There is a lot of green down there.
Oof, that was a good run from Nathaniel.
And look at me, I can't do math. You're within 6. I said 7.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Had to watch it. And it stays in for him. Unfortunate bogey there.
Yeah, that was a rough one to take coming down the stretch for sure.
Yeah, now the battle is to stay on the podium as Aidan has pulled away with another birdie.
Pulled away, I mean, he's just gone. You can't even see him. I mean, he could choose not to play hole 18 and still win, probably.
Just give me the par plus 4. I'm just going to really show off on these guys. Hole number 18 to close out our whole tournament. Par 3, 350 feet, tons of danger. Green, short, and to the left. And cart path to the right. The safest play is either lay up short or just try and go way deep in the basket.
Yeah, Aidan played this hyzer route, and it caught me way off guard. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not the play if it's closer.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. I thought he yanked it, and then luckily
okay,
it was
bad.
It was overstable. But no, I mean, he definitely was playing that shot. I yanked it and drilled a tree branch and was lucky enough to stay in bounds. Like, yeah, that was not the greatest, but take what you get. I think Andrew, or no, that wasn't. I thought that was at mid-range again.
Looks like it's a little flat going into that green.
Yeah, he didn't commit on that one. Seemed like, and Kia ended up on the green.
That's a tough one. We'll see if Nathaniel can put his close and put some pressure on Andrew. Looks good.
Get a roll back in.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great shot from Nathaniel.
well done. Nicely placed.
That's Andrew for his ice cream tapping in a bogey. Here's me from the way on the other side. Bloop.
Should be an easy par there.
Yeah.
This is Nathaniel. This would get him back into third on the card.
Beautiful putt.
Does it nicely. He will likely tie Andrew here. And you gotta close out with a birdie.
ridiculous.
You gotta close out with a birdie after all the rest of them.
Birdied the entire bag nine.
That's incredible.
9 in a row to shoot 15 under.
Great shooting from Aidan.
This is amazing.
Gets a win under his belt here in the hometown. He was out on the road quite a bit this year. Oh, and Andrew, hey, he's gonna actually drop the third place. There will be no tie. So we'll get ready to see how the rest of the field shook out.
Yeah, that was just some really good play by Aidan.
Yeah, sometimes
Nobody
there's just
catching
nothing you can do. Yeah,
No catching. But that's the 2024 Chains on the Links. Here's the scoreboard and some ratings. I feel like Aidan got shorted there with a 1075, but it's okay. I mean, golly, killed it.
Congrats to first place MPO, Aidan Scott.
Let's go!
Appreciate it. Thanks to Kevin and everybody for putting it on. Course was good. Had fun. Good card mates. Thanks to my sponsors, Prodigy, OTB, Birdie Bag, and Nashville Disc Golf Store. Thanks, guys.
There it is, your champion, Mr. Aidan Scott, showing off the hardware. A nice little trophy this year.
Boom.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Tennessee Disc Golf, and we will catch you on the next one.